Welcome, everyone, to the Puff Drink Talk podcast, where it is nothing but trouble in this room this week. And we're going to jump right into it. Conrad here.
Hilton.
George here.
Stefan.
And the reason that it is trouble around here is because I have a fellow Marine, and it's cool to have a brother in the house, especially when we just had our birthday.
Oh, that shit. He's the Marine that's been talking to you about. Remember that I talked to him? He's our fucking in-house Marine.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, yes. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Happy belated birthday,
Yes,
by the way, brother.
You too. Absolutely. Happy
Well,
birthday.
and happy Veterans Day, and thank you for your service,
Thank you.
last week,
guys.
right? So, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I actually have a 3-day kind of celebration. My birthday's the 9th. November 10th is the Marine Corps birthday, and then November 11th is Veterans Day. So I have a 3-day holiday.
I
every
bet
year.
you when you were younger, your liver really paid for it that week.
Oh, dude, I would have to take. Yeah, I would just take that time off. I'd be like, "There's no way. There's no way."
I've always taken Veteran Day off, and everyone thinks I celebrate Veterans Day. I'm like, it's me recovering from the Marine Corps birthday.
Yeah. Dude.
It's a good one, actually. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, they've been fun. So, Stefan, a little bit about yourself. Other than a Marine, what do you do? What's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a local, born and raised in Austin. Went off to the Marines. Spent about 6 years out in California. Made my way back to Texas because I miss my family. But I got stuck up in Dallas. I was there for about 6 years. Made my way back to Austin not too long ago. And that's where I found the glass industry. And currently I own Austin Shower Glass. And we run a frameless glass company specializing in showers, wine cellars, glass railings, office partitions, and mirrors. We work residential and custom home builders, general contractors, all things kind of in the glass space.
Wow, that's awesome. So, how did you get into glass, especially coming out of the Marine Corps?
Yeah, definitely. It wasn't on my roadmap, that's for sure. So I got out and I got into manufacturing. I was in operations, worked my way up to operations manager at a fairly young age. And in order to move up, there's just a lot of time that I didn't feel like waiting. And I thought I either needed to get into a trade or needed to get into sales. But I just spent 8 years working my tail off and kind of didn't want to restart. I got an opportunity to come down to Austin to work through a friend of a friend's glass company and kind of handle the operations aspect. It was out of my wheelhouse. It was not really in my space. Didn't quite know what I was doing in the beginning, and kind of the trade-off. I was like, hey, teach me how to run a company and I'll correct some operations in this company. But 2 to 3 years, I'll probably be out the door. So in about 2 years, I kind of it was built out where if I stepped away, nothing went missing. So no harm, no foul. Went to go start my own thing at first, It was kind of a chuck in the truck, dude, just throwing glass in, back of the truck. And probably the fastest growing glass company in Austin and shooting to be on the Inc. 5000 within the next 2 years.
Dude, that's so sick.
One of the things that Stefan has in his company is that he is faster than any other glass company that I know here in Austin, in the Austin area. It's like everybody asks for like, oh, I need a week and a half, 2 weeks. And he's like, no, I'll do that in 4 days.
He's not going to tell the secret in this show.
No, I'd be happy.
Will you? Yeah.
Yeah, I probably just work more. Yeah, that's the secret. Just everything now, as we were kind of chatting about earlier, when people call, if I'm there that same day, whether it's late, early, Saturday or Sunday, everything's just now. We're able to quote faster than everyone, which allows us to order faster than everyone, which kind of allows us to install faster. We have a really skilled group of guys, which I think a big difference kind of in our space, which also allows speed, is we don't have many times where we have to go back to the shower to adjust or work on things, which allows us to basically just install more showers a day, a week, a month, when we're not having to go back and repair things. I know at some of the other places I worked at, there was a high rate that we had to return to the same shower. And every time you have to do that, essentially you're losing out on installs.
That's
So
time away from potential other customers, newer
Exactly.
jobs. Yeah.
it's opportunity loss.
Yeah.
And what makes it you're be more efficient than the other companies?
Yeah,
Not comparing, just like why
Yeah.
it makes you efficient.
Yeah, there's a couple things. I recruited the top glazers in Austin, and with that, I paid them a premium. So I kind of handpicked some of the best guys in the city. I paid them the top 1%, and I also gave them a little bit more time than average. So instead of how many can we do, my philosophy was how many perfect showers can we do? And by taking a little bit more time and paying a little bit above industry standards, I was able to recruit the best glass guys that I know, and we have very minimal return rate and go back rate. Big thing on company culture too. It's not all about work. We like to have a lot of fun, whether that's barbecue, fishing, hunting. So creating a good culture where people love coming to work. That's also a big secret.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that I know for sure, because I mean the flooring industry, and by flooring I mean any type of surfaces, right? And then not every wall is straight. And then sometimes the contractor that is doing the house, and then they put the wall up, and then they expect the tile to make the wall straight when you're just putting the tile on a curved wall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then have you been across many situations where you're like, hey, if I cut my glass straight, it's gonna have a gap on top, and then it's gonna be tight, touching the tile at the bottom, because it's not gonna be a perfect 45 unless you level it up. And then they go, a lot of contractors, I know that because we do that. So like, hey, I gotta square this, but it's gonna cost you extra $250. And they go like, no, I'm not paying for that. It's like, okay, so you're gonna have your glass guy to cut it curve,
And that costs them extra.
and that costs $250.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, why don't you just get your carpenter to make that a perfect 90-degree angle?
In we're in the luxury space of homes for the most part. You don't need a frameless shower. It's more of a want. So it's funny because everyone's like, hey, my wall might not be straight. 99.99% of walls aren't. Unless I'm in a home north of 3 million.
Hey, you're being generous. It's 105 of
Yeah.
aren't straight.
They're not.
I know.
It's wood. It's lumber.
And it's curvy.
It's Texas. It's humid.
It's pine. It's
Yeah.
not really wood. It's
Yeah.
pine. It's a soft tree. Shouldn't be used for construction, but that's what we use here in the U.S. For some reason, that's like this is the cheapest wood that you can ever buy and you can ever use in construction.
It's really funny because when I got a chuck in the truck contractor who he's probably only done a couple bathrooms. I come in there, I put the laser on the tile so I could match the glass to the out of plumb. They're always like, that's perfect, right? I did it myself. I know it's straight. It's always the most crooked tile. I'm like, did you use your use your open eye next time, man? And it's always the high-end guys that are like, hey, it's a little bit off. And it's only like a 16th off. But it's the same. Anytime I could tell when that guy's like, you don't need the laser. It's perfect. I'm like,
Oh yeah. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
When I bring the laser to measure a house, they go like, oh, this is a neat too.
I'm like, you have guys not using a laser? That's because they're like, oh, the other guy, he just checked if it was level like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a square and looks like a triangle.
Yeah. Yeah. I always say the laser doesn't lie. It's pretty
Yeah.
easy. I just had a guy last week. It was funny. I put the laser on, and he was like, "It should be straight." I was like, "I agree. It should be."
It should be.
And he's like, "Is it?" I was like, "No." And then he thought like my laser was wrong. I have two lasers. He's like, "I put my level on it." I was like, "I believe you, but I mean, we're not." And he was blown away, but I don't know how you argue. I had 2 lasers too, so I was like, we could check the other. He had a laser. I was like, we could use yours too. How many do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a situation today where I went to see a flooring that contractor sent me some pictures and then said, "Hey, this floor is buckling up," and then there's only one reason: there's moisture in there. So I took my tool to moisture test, and there's like, "Hey, this plank over here that is perfect. It's at 8% already bringing the moisture from the other plank in because it should be at 6.6, 7, but at 6, 7, right?"
Jesus Christ.
You are hit.
Fuck, my
Yeah.
kids are going to love
And
this
then-
episode.
Oh yeah,
And then it's like it's already at 8.
that's the clip.
So and then
That's the clip.
It is short. Yeah.
and then I measured the other plank, and then it's like 25%. It's like, you see, you have a leak. Fix that, and then we can change those planks. But I'm afraid it's not the flooring's fault. You have a water damage floor. And then it's like, okay, can I just keep this tool for today? And so they kept my tool, and I got others. Got about 3 of those.
What a nice guy.
Yeah. But this kind of things happen. It's like it's not the product's fault. It's whatever it is underneath,
Yep.
right? It's there is a secret in there that you gotta find, and most of the time that's what it is in construction. Nothing is 100%.
Yeah, and that's my favorite part about working with contractors is that they know that. When you work with a homeowner, most of the time,
Oh yeah.
Your house is perfect.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
My house is perfect. What are you talking about?
it's brand new.
Yeah. Yeah, I just signed on the dotted line yesterday.
I have a customer. Okay, so let me tell you this as a residential customer, right? So we installed quarter rounds because we installed the vinyl planks, installed the quarter rounds, and then he said like, this quarter round is curvy, and then it is curvy. He is right. Right, it's very curvy. And then he said like, this should be straight. And then I feel like, hey, look at this. If I make this straight, you're gonna have a 1/2 inch gap.
Mm-hmm.
Your wall is curvy. This 90-degree angle is about at 110. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the wall does that and that. It's like, I cannot install. The only thing that I can do is put like a tape out there and a tape over here and paint it white to get the illusion of a straight line.
Yes.
He said I was rude.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
He
yes.
said that was rude.
I
Tell me
was
the truth.
rude. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a problem. Rude or truthful. I don't know how you want to word it, but his same thing. My big one.
Put that
is-
mic a little closer to you.
My big one is so frameless shower glass is meant to like deflect water. It's supposed to look sexy and deflect water. It is not a fish tank. It is not an aquarium. And when people have their curb flat and my glass on it, they're like, well, the water pools up and water comes out. I'm like, that's a curb problem. It's not a fish tank. I mean, you have a floating door. There's cracks. So, but going back to kind of the root of this on our end is the expectation to set forward, right? So a lot of that's the expectation. However, I can't.
That was our fault because I did not sell that, but it's my fault because I own the fucking company. It is like we did not set expectations to say, hey, in here you have this kind of issue. You have a flooring over here that's thicker, so you're gonna have a gap. There's so many things on that property that, and then the customer like, no, you don't need to paint, because they want to save money. It's not really a high-end home, but we serve everybody, right?
Same here.
Yeah.
I encounter the same issues. Not so much. It's so funny. Man, I don't want to call anyone out, but when I am in a $7 million lake house on Lake Austin. That's their summer home. And I'm going to go install some shower glass. They're not even home. They give me the keys. They're like, there's soda in the fridge. Help yourself out. Whatever you need, we'll order you lunch. And then I could be on the opposite side of that spectrum in a home, and they're like, we're not letting you in our house without us. This frameless glass is probably the nicest thing in their house. And they're like, this isn't perfect. And I'm like, you got roaches. Why are you telling me about the glass? But it's funny how on that high end of things, you're good, and the customer, if the quality's right, customer service is right, price is right, they're not. That's all they're looking for.
Yeah.
But when you look at value, right? So if you take like the percentage of income, if you have a large income, the percentage of a shower or wine cellar is a very, very small percentage. But if the income is shorter, it's actually a large percentage. So the expectations that they have are going to be far greater.
Yeah.
That's
a good point of perspective right there.
Yeah. It's, someone might have to save weeks or months to save up to get this luxury frameless shower.
Yeah.
A bathroom remodel these days, let's get into that, a little bit. Let's just do a little pause.
Let's
do a cigar review. Yeah. Gonna do a cigar review and get back to to you all on that conversation, because talking about the bathroom remodel pricing point these days.
Crazy.
So these days, when I look at, I remember that I put on my website once. I got a new website, but and that thing got removed. But I put like, hey, if you're doing like not a primary bathroom, you're doing like a secondary bathroom, and that would be like a $7,000 remodel.
What year?
Like 2022. It's not that far back.
Doubled.
And nowadays
No.
it's $15,000.
No.
Remember when I went to your
serious?
house? I went to Corinth's house and it's like, hey, I can do this Corinth, my friend. It would be $19,000 at the time. And then remember that I said like $11,000 I can do that for you. Remember,
Yeah.
right? And then he bought another house. So he wanted a better bathroom. He bought another house. That's how he operates. He still has the old house, by the way. It's an investment. Anyways, but that's the thing. It's like a primary bathroom you could do like with $17,000, $18,000, right? Now it's $35,000 to $40,000 if it is like a
Base.
90 square feet primary bathroom. If it is 130 square feet, it's literally $50,000.
And that 30 isn't even at a high-end remodel. That's like
No, yeah.
That's a.
It's buying a vanity from like a ready-made vanity. It's like not a custom-made. Yeah.
I think a standard-sized bathroom on a high-end spec, $50,000. Low-end, $20,000, $30,000. Like that's like, I mean.
The water damage house that you also
Yeah.
provided some materials there. How much do you think that was?
The whole remodel?
No. The whole. I know the whole remodel.
I was like, that's
Just the
baller
bathroom.
Oh, which one? The master?
Yes.
That's a big master.
It's big. It's 250 square feet, just the bathroom, not including the closet.
So I went in early to do the glass, and it wasn't finished out, but I think they have custom
Everything. Yeah.
This thing can go exponentially, It depends on what you.
It's $75,000. It's
Yeah.
$75,000.
Yeah.
Is
but
it
also-
is it a basketball player?
This is
You know?
I mean, their garage has an airplane in it, so reasonable.
Yeah.
Actually,
No.
Their second garage. Has
Yeah.
an airplane in
I was
it.
gonna say that the garage has cars in it. The
Airplane
hangar,
garage.
the hangar has two airplanes in it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
We're on that project together, my friend.
but that's every bit of a 75. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's phenomenal. The whole remodel. I mean, if I were to walk away from that out of a $75,000 remodel, I felt like I got every penny's worth. I mean, the unfortunate part is I see a lot of $20,000 to $30,000 remodels that don't even look great.
Oh no. Yeah, it looks nothing at all.
That's a $20,000 average. By average, I mean I'm talking about your stereotypical $1,990 to $2,000 home where like the shower goes up over the tub. They all look the exact same for 10 years. 20 to 30,000. I don't even like saying the words, but that's almost like a budget remodel. If you
Shut up, Jesus
No,
Christ.
let me tell you this.
I hate
right?
to even say that.
Is it material or
I can do bathroom remodels, right? Nowadays I only concentrate on surfaces. I do the tiles on bathroom remodels instead of doing the whole bathroom remodel. So 3 years ago I was doing, like, for example, my the secondary bathroom in my house, right? So I asked my subs to give me pricing on labor.
On like a personal price or like through you?
They're giving the labor to me.
Like a homie hookup on the weekend job?
Yes, because they are my subs.
Yeah.
$5,000.
Yeah.
I used to sell that kind of work, including not a frameless glass, but it would be like a
kit.
750 kit from Home Depot or Lowe's.
Yeah.
Including the labor and the tile work, right? Removing a tub and then doing like a walk-in shower for about 7,000, right? So now my labor only, it's $5,000. You know, for me, in order to be able to sell that kind of work, I did not do it. I did not do it in my own house. Because like it's ridiculous, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I'll sell this house and buy another one.
Is that just a labor or
Just
the
follow
the
my
materials?
rule.
are more
Follow
expensive
your
too?
rule.
So just this year alone, not even the previous 5 years, I'm talking this year, I had a 20% hike in material this year in the glass. All glass comes from China. So I had I had a 20%, but last year might have been a 10, and 2 years ago might have been a 12. So
Everything is up.
I had a customer actually today in Barton Creek, which is I think the most expensive zip
Well,
code.
it's one of the most expensive neighborhoods.
Sure,
It's not
absolutely.
the most expensive, but
Yeah. And I quoted a very standard size shower, nothing special at all. It was about $1,400, and the guy calls me and he's like, "This is crazy. I've had 2 frameless showers. This price is outrageous." Keep in mind, I'm very market price. Like I'm competitive. I'm not.
You are aware of your price, right?
It's competitive.
You're pretty much like me. It's like, hey, we don't bid something to lose. We are competitive. Yeah.
I'm running a business. It's competitive. I'm not the highest quote out there. I'm definitely not the lowest. And the guy was like, "This is outrageous. I've had 2 of these, and this price shocks me." I was like, "Well, what year was that?" And he was like, "Well, it was about 4 years ago." Yeah. I mean, if you take that 20%, 12%, 10% increase, I'm no mathematician, but that's probably a couple
Compound interest.
in today's economy. And then I was like, "Where at?" And he said, "Houston." So yes, thank you. I was like, Houston is almost 40% lower than Austin
here.
market.
Yeah, right now.
There's guys that come up from Houston and do the work for a cheaper price than local labor. Houston is an import city, so the material gets offloaded there. So in my space,
No freight and
in the glass space, since Austin's environmental green codes, there's no tempering facilities allowed in Austin. So nobody is manufacturing in Austin. I don't know if you've looked around, but there's not a manufacturing plant. You don't see smog going up anywhere. So tempering glass produces a lot of emissions. So the greater Austin area doesn't allow it. So about 90% of our glass comes in from Houston. The other parts probably like San Antonio and Dallas, and they probably get their glass from Houston. So yeah, Houston guys get it for pennies on the dollar. They're probably
not pennies on the dollar, but they get a little cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah, but also if when you go from Houston, that guy has more flat tires than anyone you've ever met. So,
Yeah. They spend more money, everywhere.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I've tried selling flooring in Houston.
I could never.
The average customer over there expects something so different. They don't expect quality. They expect price. And then if you
Price
have
and speed.
if you have quality, you don't fit in because your mindset has to change.
Yeah.
And then you go like, okay, what if I sell you material only? I can do that, any day of the week, any time of the day. I can sell you materials only, easy. And then, of course, the product will have quality. But when I say quality, is the quality on the labor. So that's important, in the business. So
I'm striving to be the highest quality in running with the fastest speed and competitive pricing.
you can't have three, my friend.
Yeah.
You remember the three?
You can't get them all. But
You're trying to do the impossible.
if I put my X factor in there, I will say we have the best customer service. You're not going to get price. But at the same time, we're very competitive. If you were to call maybe the top 5 companies on Google, we're very competitive. We might be better than most or the same. But I think the big difference is like a lot of the companies on Google, that owner probably lives in California. That owner
It's
doesn't
different. It's like investor money.
Yeah. And I think what allows me to keep my quality and my customer service at the level that it's me. You see me at the house.
Your team, your dad, your guys are awesome.
They're phenomenal.
Yeah.
They are phenomenal.
I know his team, so
they're
cool.
It's so funny. I went to I don't believe you were there. I went to one of these business coach luncheons, and everyone expressed all their problems with their employees. And I was like, I don't have a single one of those. I don't have a single one of the problems y'all just listed. My guys
They're like, all right, get the fuck out of here.
that's basically what they said.
Hey, invite me to some of those because I would go. I mean,
It was with Dan Dowdy.
No, I was there.
Were you?
Yeah, I was there. All of the Dan Dowdy ones, I'm there.
At
Yeah, at the Happy Bank.
yeah, you got the notepad.
I was there.
Damn. My bad, dog.
Yeah.
I've been very busy. Head's been a little everywhere.
Anything Dan Dowdy puts up, I'm there. He's my cigar supplier. Come
Man,
on.
I love that guy. Honestly, I love the value that he puts out. That guy's value is phenomenal.
Extraordinary.
Little Dan Dowdy plug. You're the man.
Shut out.
Yeah. Shout out Dan Dowdy. We have a koozie over here with his name on it.
that one?
It's
No.
a beige one. It's not that one. That is Dustin Fox. Forget about it.
No, I love the value that he puts out.
He's been to this podcast.
I love his value so much. Actually, I was going to reach out to him, I think, yesterday. One of the things that I want to do is, I was fortunate, like this gentleman, that we went to the Marine Corps, and I call that a 5-year leadership school. So I got to learn, both my parents have been managers their whole life. So I was kind of instilled managerial techniques since I was young. I was like the captain of every sports team I've ever been on, winning 3rd place golf trophies.
Yeah, congratulations. So, by the way, this trophy that we've been talking about, that we got at 3rd place, actually, they forgot, and then we grabbed it. But it's his team that won that. They lied, though. They lied.
I just brought my golf coach. I literally brought my golf instructor.
Okay.
Yeah, but he that's basically his trophy that he shared with us. Yeah. But yeah, so one of the things that I want to reach out to Dan Dowdy is I wanted him to see if I could put my guys in some management training. Maybe not the entrepreneur business growth, but just management training. I think that would provide a lot of value. I don't know if he really pushes that, but
he normally he trains leadership. He trains business owners.
Yeah.
So in order to get management, he might need to put you with either Julia. Yeah. Or what is the other guy's name? I think it's David. I forgot now.
Austin.
Austin.
Yeah,
Austin.
so I think Austin has glass experience.
Okay.
So me and him are actually going to meet in like 2 weeks. But I'd love to some of my senior guys that I want to transition into a leadership role. Maybe once a week, have a little phone call, right? I tell them, open the computer, breakfast on me, catch an hour of some knowledge. I think there'll be benefit. I might have my whole team sit down because Dan Dowdy's value that he puts out is phenomenal. I am a huge fan. Are y'all still taking notes on cigars? Because I feel like I'm slacking.
I'm taking notes because if not, I forget. Because we're gonna go through the second third, and then up to the final third. So I gotta remember what I'm tasting. In the midway point through the cigar. So, but yeah, but it's okay. You're okay. So
listen, in the beginning of our conversation here, we spoke about efficiency, right?
Yes.
And I want to say that while you are competitive, if your clients, if your customers realize the awareness of this efficiency, I think they realize that your price at the end is going to be cheaper than what you're actually offering or what they would do it. I think they realize that especially if you build this awareness to your clients, right?
I think a lot of that is, I love the term value. Because value has nothing to do with price, because price is all
completely different.
It's perspective.
Yeah.
Because something that might be expensive to someone might not be expensive to someone else. So price is all perspective. I think my ideal customer sees the value in what we offer, and that value arrives at the curb when we show up and all our vehicles are branded. It arrives when we're all in the same uniform. It arrives when I pick up that Amazon box on your doorstep. It arrives when my team brings your trash can in. The simple philosophy I have with my team is you treat every customer like you're going to install at my grandma's house. That trash can's on the curb, you bring it in. They got an Amazon box on the ground, you bring it in.
I do that, and I didn't know that you did that, but I personally do. Like, hey, you got this delivered. Do you want me to bring it inside for? Oh, please, because it's heavy.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're going to somebody that's old,
Yeah.
that they, or a woman that might be skinny.
I do it every time.
And then I was like, oh, I'll grab that for you, and I bring that inside.
Another one of my favorite things is I drive a ton, and so I always have to get gas. And every time I stop at a gas station on the way to a customer's house, I reach out, say, hey, I'm at the gas station. Would you like a lemonade, a tea, or a snack?
I can't do that. I drive electric. I charge in the morning.
Well, you better make 2 coffees before you leave the house. And it's just a little touch. And so those things, the trash can, the Amazon, you have a wrapper in your driveway and my team picks it up. That lemonade that we might bring from the gas station, that sets the tone for what type of company we are. And I'm very blessed to have a team that shares the same values with me, right? You're going to love this. My company values: honor, courage, commitment, and faith.
That's fucking awesome. That's so cool. Yep.
Yeah. So,
hey, remember that we did the exercise about the core values? Yeah.
But I adopted those from the Marine Corps. But the Marine Corps instilled those in me as a human. So if I could have a team with those same, the Marine Corps is the finest ran organization that I've ever been a part of.
Yeah.
Why they're the best in the world. And if I could take a piece of that and bring that to my company, one of those pieces that I really love is, what I love about the Marine Corps is every person who is above me has been in the same shoes that I've been in. Yeah. So like they
know you.
Well, they have been in the trenches, and then through the leadership school that the Marine Corps provides, that they gain this leadership skills and traits. They also have the actual same skills that you have because they've been there, except twice a year. So one thing that I notice in business in general, that there's lots of positions that get filled that maybe they don't have experience. And coming from an operations background, I totally understand that you don't have to have experience to do operations. They're just different widgets.
It's just processes, right? Yeah.
However, I think the Marine Corps is one of the. I mean, the Marine Corps is the finest fighting force in the world because everyone has been there, and I wanted to build a company that everyone has been there. My office manager has been in the install, so when you call them, you're like, man, that guy knows what he's talking about. And I use this analogy because I've encountered this situation before in the glass space where my office manager was an office manager and they weren't an expert in glass. And so they kind of didn't get things right, which is okay. But if a custom home builder who's built 1,000 homes called, they're going to be like, that guy was a little off. And I think
first impression. That's the first impression of your company right there.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about vehicles. So if you're a mechanic, please don't rip me off. But I don't know anything about vehicles. But if I was like, man, I think my transmission's acting up, my clutch is slipping, and they're like, yeah, no worries. New brakes would be about $700. I'd be like, it would just be like, I'm not calling this guy.
Yeah.
And I've been in situations where my office manager wasn't an expert in that field, and I feel like what gives me a bit of a leg up, and I say this just because I've heard customers talk to me or talk to our office manager on the phone when they're like, wow, you really sound more knowledgeable than the other companies I have. I'm like, because I eat, sleep, and breathe glass. Like, I do this all day, every day. So I'll say this about the glass space. We all use the same glass. We all use the same hardware. We all use the same material. So no one has a premium product. So what it really comes down to is like, what's your customer service? How's your labor quality and lead times? Speed is the name of the game. When we watch Netflix, if that thing buffers for a second, you're like, this internet is terrible.
Yeah.
So like, if you could be the fastest with quality and good customer service, I don't think you can have competition. You just win.
The price matches that. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want a cheap price, I could show you Facebook Marketplace. I'll help you out.
Oh yeah.
Just don't call me after.
Yeah,
I doubles.
Yes. Fixing it costs more. So what? I know that a lot of after-hour networking groups, you normally bring your wife.
Always.
Because during the day, you go, right? But then after hours, and then you always bring your wife, right? I know you too much at this point. Right? But one of the things that I would like to ask you is like, what is it that you really like doing when you are not in either work or networking? What is it that you do?
So that's tough. So this is going to be a two-part answer.
Well, of course, there's going to be one that you like doing yourself, and then you like doing, as a family.
I've had an addictive personality my whole life, and a lot of the things that I love doing might not have been the best for me in my future and things like that. But my favorite thing to do is business. Like, I love all things business. Like, I love talking about business. I love being around business. And then so being able to make business my actual life, I don't really have a separation between work and business. Like, it's just one.
On a weekend.
Lunch with clients, dinner with clients.
Okay.
But my hobbies that are just for fun, I love wake surfing, I love playing golf, and I love snowboarding. And then those are my three favorite hobbies. And then I thought if I got my whole family, my lady and 2 kids into those hobbies, we would do them way more. What I did not realize, it would quadruple my hobby budget. So
yes. So I'm going to ask you, what about like football, baseball, soccer, golf? What is it that you normally?
So
for example, my girls do kung fu.
Yeah.
They do gymnastic. Cool. Right? They love it. Right? So and then I make sure that I have them
play
in.
The piano, right?
Huh? They play piano.
They study the
I
piano.
make sure that they are always, on those, like in our kids, Conan and I, we have the same piano teacher, right? Instructor.
Extracurricular.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So my oldest, his primary sport is football, and the youngest is jiu-jitsu right now. He starts middle school football.
Brazilian
I
Jiu-Jitsu?
I remember you said that, and I
yeah.
forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's funny.
Is it Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Yeah, I had to drop
Okay.
him off right before I came here. So he does Brazilian jiu-jitsu and some boxing. The
Is
oldest
he getting the cabbage here?
not yet,
Not
but
yet,
I
but
can't
yeah.
wait.
Oh, yeah.
What a proud honor.
Look at my kid here.
Yeah, you see that?
Show him on the side, you know?
You gotta get the kids into fighting so
Yeah.
that they can protect themselves. That's
So-
what my daughters do. Yeah. But
There were several parts. So, my family, like all my extended family, we're a heavy boxing family. My uncle is a professional boxer.
your
All
dad is very fit.
jacked.
He is fit.
My dad is a unit.
Yeah.
He's
He looks like him. He's like, is he your older, like 1 year older brother? No, it's freaking dad.
He's got a six pack and can still grab the rim. And sorry, Dad, but I think he's about 58. You know, I could be a year off. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was actually just his birthday. Shout out, Dad. But yeah,
58,
no,
though.
yeah, and he could still grab the rim. Like he can. Oh, he was like, I could probably dunk a tennis ball. I can't touch the rim, and he's got a six pack. Yeah, my dad's an absolute unit. But the oldest football, we love football. Coming back to the hobbies, almost every single weekend we watch football with my family. I go to my
Longhorn.
and Cowboys.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, if not Saturday and Sunday, at least one of those days, whichever game I think we're going to win, so I could be in a good mood. We go to my mom's house. They have a really cool outdoor living entertainment area. We barbecue, and I just spend the weekend with my family.
Hey, wait up. George is building one. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And then you gotta invite him and then his wife and his kids to come over.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a nice. I mean, right now he's got a good setup, and he's gonna have the motherfucking setup.
Renovating the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a big gazebo. I don't know how tall it is. Maybe 20 foot. Electricity, lights, multiple fireplaces, multiple couches. So we're able to bring the whole family out there and watch football almost every Saturday and Sunday. We either barbecue or DoorDash some wings, and that's what we do almost every weekend, kind of for
Hey,
fun.
if we get together for NFL game or whatever it is, I'll do the steaks. Don't worry about it. My steaks are all right.
Amen. So I've heard.
Yeah.
It's one of the only things in my calendar that's permanently booked off for a year. Yeah, and then snowboarding is probably
Snowboarding.
definitely.
Where do you go?
Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah, because it's an easy flight and it has some of the best snow in the country.
Yeah.
We go as much as we I work hard to take my whole goal is like, how much do I have to work to snowboard a lot in the winter?
Yeah.
I love snowboarding. In the summer we wake surf a lot. Again, got the whole family snowboards, whole family wake surfs, and the whole family golfs. And
Outdoor sports.
Yeah. Very much. And this last year, we got the whole family into dove hunting. We fish too. So, fishing, hunting, snowboarding, wake surfing is probably our favorite hobbies.
In hunting, what do you use?
I have a dove lease in Pflugerville. It's not the best lease, but it's 20 minutes away. So I could go dove hunt before work and be at my first job at 9. So it's been...
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Is it a good deer lease? No, but probably
But
there's
it's gun. It's not like
it's a
okay.
shotgun.
Shotgun.
Well, there's a fishing song that talks about it, and he's talking about fishing with his grandpa, and they're like, "What are you fishing after?" And he talks about a sunrise and a cup of coffee, and the doves are a bonus, but
In fishing, I like black bass fishing. You know, surface.
yeah.
It comes and attack the bait, and it's awesome. Yeah.
I've entered a couple bass tournaments with my brother back in the day, but it's funny as I get older, I'm fishing to see my family smile, them have fun, the cup of coffee, and the sunrise. That's the best part. I also outfish everyone in my family, so I'm still pretty good at that. Another thing that deep sea fishing for shellfish.
Dude, so much fun.
Have you done
so
it?
much. Oh yeah, outside. I went to. It was my buddy's when I was in the Marine Corps. It was my
Yeah.
buddy's birthday, and he was like, "You want to go? We're gonna got to be on this boat at 5 a.m. in Newport Beach." I was like, "Sign me up."
Newtown.
Dude, we caught so much sculpin that day. 2 sharks, and I think someone caught like a squid. And dude, it was best time of my life. It was so much fun. Best thing
Epic.
I've ever done.
Epic. We go down to Mexico and we chase. So I think I was like 9 inches off the Cancun record. They take like half an hour to bring in. And it makes me feel
Yeah,
like it's
some,
like
some of the
man
fish.
versus nature.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
like you're bringing in like it's like a seek. I remember the first one I caught. I don't know if I could cuss on this thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
But the first sailfish I brought in, they pulled it into the boat. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" It was the craziest sea creature I've ever seen.
Wow.
I went in Brazil. Paraty is the name. It's in Rio de Janeiro coast.
Top 10 places to go in Brazil.
Yeah,
Top
and
10.
then I went.
Easy.
We left.
For
with-
fishing or for vacation?
Everything is cool. The sea
both.
is fantastic.
Yeah.
Prove it. Take me there. Prove
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's
Well,
good.
we are
It's good.
planning.
Oh yeah,
Prove it.
Planning a
Take me
trip
there.
to 3 states in Brazil.
very old town, old architecture and everything. It's beautiful. It's nice. Anyway, so I went there, and then we rented a schooner boat. Only like 8 of us,
Jesus.
and then I had my equipment was like for a I would say like a 18-pound fish.
You had like a stick and a string.
It's not like a heavy fish. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, and I used to fish in river,
Yeah.
right, and lake.
This is almost half the weight.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And it is like for fish about like a foot and a half max, right? And then so it's like, oh, that's the equipment that I have, but I'll go. So so we left harbor at about 11 p.m. So we spent the whole night out, right? And we got some. I fought with a fish, and in Brazil we call it espada, which is like a knight, not knight, as like a sword, because it's like silver.
It looks like a swordfish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it's ugly as hell, right? And it looks like a
eyes or
snake,
something.
right? And that thing, it's so
Massive.
like strong and big,
Massive.
because it's like, if you just like position it, it's a skinny thing, but it's like
Fast.
it's like a 6 foot long, right? I fought it for like about 2 hours, and
On an 18-pound line. That's
Oh,
crazy.
and then there's like, I don't even know how I got it, because I did not lose it. But I was like, and then I was like passing that along to my cousin, and then he was fighting. It's like, and then giving it to another guy. And then it's like the 4 of us trying to fight that fish to bring it in.
Yeah.
And you know how the boat guy killed it? It's like, no, these fish is too scary, and it's the teeth is like,
Oh, really?
it's like that. And then he just got like a hammer, and there's like bang in the head, and it's like, oh, yes. First time ever. You know what I mean? So I was not used to deep, fish in the ocean, because I was like a river fisher, right?
Yeah.
I used to using the equipment to do like rainbow trout and
Yeah.
salmon and stuff
I
like
love
that.
those fish. One of
Yeah.
the craziest fishing stories. So, me and my lady went to Alaska for her birthday 2 years ago, and
Dylan would love that story because he loves Alaska.
I wanted to get a fishing guide to take us out to go catch, I don't know, halibut or any Alaskan fish. I don't know. And
Salmon.
yeah, well, it was like 2 weeks before the salmon run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I wanted to go. Halibut is what's really popular
Yeah,
and delicious.
halibut, yes.
Yeah, so and Alexa was like, "You know how to fish. You know how to drive a boat. You don't need a captain." And I was like, "We're like in the ocean."
Well, no, in Alaska it's dangerous.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought. But
Yeah.
she believed in me so much that I started to believe in myself. I was like,
Yeah.
"Hell yeah, I could drive a boat and catch a fish." So we rented this little boat, and we went out and we had a successful day, and we were fishing. We caught a bunch of fish. It's actually super cool. I'll show y'all guys after this. But I actually like hand fed a wild bald eagle. So I caught a fish.
No way, dude.
Yeah, I'll show y'all after this.
That's
Oh my
sick.
And she got it on camera because I was like, babe, take a picture. And so she took a picture, and the eagle came out of the island behind me. And by hand fed, I mean I threw it because I got scared when it got close.
Dude, they're vicious as fuck.
Send
dude.
that to me, and I'll put it on.
Gladly.
Send that to me.
So she's recording, and she's like, baby, and I look, and the eagle starts circling. And I was like, no way. So I raise it up. And so he came in, and he opened his talon. So I bailed. I threw it. It
It's
hit
like
the
6-7 feet long. Yeah.
6'7"?
Yeah.
6'7".
Wait,
Size, baby.
So we are doing
Average
the
average
6'7".
size.
So,
Yeah, I did it in average. Okay.
so I
Could
threw
have
it.
missed the opportunity here, man.
I threw it out of fear. It hit the water. He scooped it out. We zoomed in.
But you have a picture of it?
I have the video of it.
Okay, send it to me. I'll put it on.
Gladly.
And that's why those glasses will come handy.
I want some.
That's
You
why.
gotta-
That's
you
how
gotta
those
get
glasses are
something.
gonna. You
You
know,
gotta
like
get one.
Yeah.
film it. We checked that. I think if it's manual, it's like less than a second,
Yeah.
and if you command it, it's like about 2 seconds. So
Yeah.
you might miss the first 2 seconds, but if it's manual, it's instantaneous.
Yeah.
And then, the next day got crazy. The next day was super cool too. So we caught a bunch of fish, fed a wild bald eagle. I felt more American than going to war. That was like
Yeah.
the most American feeling I've ever felt in my life. I was like, I fed a bald eagle.
Yeah.
My face at the end is priceless in this video. Nice. So then the next day, we rented a bigger boat to go deeper off sea. I was like, let's go deeper. I can't believe they let tourists do this, by the way. You could just rent a boat and go like,
At your
Hey.
own peril.
You fucking live in a free country, motherfucker.
wild. I can't believe they let us do this. So we saw, so we thought there were dolphins on our way out. We went way out. We actually didn't catch much fish this day, if any. We went super far out, and I'm just like, I don't even know if like humans have ever even stepped on this land. How far out we were, and we thought we saw dolphins. Anyways, on our way back, we came by these dolphins were still jumping, and I was like, I don't know if those are dolphins. And so we cruised over, and it was a pod of killer whales.
Oh,
So-
fuck yeah, dude. That
Yeah,
was so
and
sick.
so because I'm kind, I didn't know you had to stay far away from killer whales, but I killed my engine and coasted. Like I went towards them, killed the engine, so obviously I wouldn't hit them. And we were like 5. They were coming under our boat. They were babies, and so I started throwing our bait. I don't know what they were, big sardines. I started throwing them over so they could
My
eat
goodness.
them and come. I thought it was cool. My girl was like, "What if they attack the boat? Because killer whales
they
have been
want more.
They, you see what they call?
Nah.
Do you know what they call? Kill.
Yeah. So that was
How big was the boat? Bigger than them?
Yeah, boat was bigger.
Yeah, so, yeah.
That's what I thought. I was good.
Yeah.
So and
That's what everyone thinks until
You're
the
good.
boat. Yeah. go on.
Until mama
Capsize.
comes.
yeah, was it good initiative, bad judgment? I think that's what they say. It was a crazy cool
It's a fucking
experience.
cool story, is what it is.
Great that you've done once.
Right now,
it was
it
great
is.
that you were doing.
Right now, it seems like that was cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. My girl was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
I was like, "We're feeding live
I'm
killer
a survivor.
Yeah.
And then this is where it really got crazy. So we're driving back, and I don't know, we made it a couple miles out. There's no service. Like they teach you how to like Mayday Coast Guard just in case. We're driving back, and like there's swells, and but like it's kind of like you kind of have a cab over the boat to protect from like the freezing water. We're driving back, and the steering cable snaps. So we're like going 35 through swells. Then all of a sudden, we all just like get ripped to the right. Everything in the boat flies. She's yelling at me, think I'm doing donuts. No, the steering cable snapped. The motor just whipped over, and from 35 to donut. Luckily, we were coming back to get more bait because I gave it all to the killer whales. I called them. I was like, "Hey, we're stranded. I'm about a mile from you guys. I could kind of see y'all visible." They came out, gave us a bigger boat, more bait, and we just zipped back out there.
No way.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
The whole trip was crazy. Saw a bunch of-
It cost some money, right?
I also lost the anchor that day. They should have charged me, but I think because like we almost died, they let everything slide.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a little bit of a glad you're alive discount.
Is that a wrap? Do you have
Yeah.
guys any questions?
Yeah,
I've been
I
asking
have
the
a lot of
questions because I like
questions,
Stefan
but
so much.
yeah.
So
No, he would need to come back.
I
He
hope
need to
so.
come back. Yeah.
Well, then let's wrap it up.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for another riveting podcast. Stefan, it was great meeting you. You got to come back on and do this again. I know we've got more war stories and things we got to tell.
Love the passion, man. Love the passion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. It's really cool.
he's a freaking good golf player.
You're one of the puffers now.
I hope so. That was
Yeah.
the goal.
See you next week.
Subscribe.
Comment.
Like and share.
Share.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all.
Share all. Yep.